Greetings and welcome to this course on the Ejercicio. Great little piece. I'm really excited to get into all the little details for you. There are tons of little details and little musical devices that we can use in this piece. And what is a musical device? Well, it's a little thing that we can do. It's a way to shape the music so that it's more communicative, so that it's more expressive. It really speaks to the listener and is much more fun to play whenever you use these little things. There are tons of different kinds of musical devices, and we'll talk about a few in this one. And so without any further ado, let's jump right in, take an overview of this piece. So to begin with, let's just take a look at the broad strokes here. So first off, we are in 3/4 time, and that means each measure will get 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, this type of thing. Our rhythms look pretty straightforward. It's eighth notes. It's eighth notes and quarter notes primarily. And just look at the road map really quick. We have this repeat right here, which goes back to the beginning. And so then that's our A section right here. And then we have this other repeat here, and this forms our B section. And so that's the basic thing. So we go AA, we do this section twice, and then this section twice. So we go vroom, vroom, and then do it again, vroom, vroom, and then B, and then B again. And so that's our piece, and then we end right there. The issues that we are going to really get into are this right here, and that is this fact that we have down stems and up stems. And this is going to be the main crux of the piece and separating these two different things. So these are two different voices. We have the melody is in the bass on this piece. Boom, da 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 da. And then this up stem stuff is the accompaniment. Dum bum 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 dum 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 dum. This is all the accompaniment part. And so a lot of what we're going to be doing is how do we shape the one and how do we shape the other. And so what do we do with this? What a lot of people would do, especially if you're just starting out, is just start playing and go doom dot dot boom 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 dot dot dot, and it comes out all just this barrage of notes, and it's not so beautiful. So instead we're going to look at ways to separate it and really work on it. Just a quick overview of how we're going to work on this and what you've got here. For one thing, we're going to look at the bass by itself. And so you'll have this in your download packet. And so we've got the bass by itself with the dynamics, and this is the melody part because the melody is in the bass. We've got the right hand by itself in different colors, and so we can just work on each section. And speaking of sections, we can we'll be also looking at the different sections separately. So this first here is a section to work on, and then this second part is a section, and you have this in your download packet as well. You can tell it because of these numbers written 1, 2, 3 with the circles around them. This is how you can tell that this is the small sections, and the fact that there's a double bar at the end of each line. You'll also notice in your packet that you have a copy of this with the dynamics written. That's all these little wedges saying get louder here and get quieter here and all this kind of business. We'll talk about those. It's a little bit misleading because everything's jarbled up together, and really we have two parts of music, just like we were just talking about with the up stems and the down stems. So we really have to think about this as like a conversation of two different things happening. But on this dynamic sheet, then you can see kind of a combination of the both. You can't just go from start to finish with just this because you wouldn't really understand how it all works together and what's actually connecting to what and what's crescendoing, what's decrescendoing, getting louder, getting softer. So we will look at that as well. So with all that said, now we can start actually looking into the little sections. We can start really digging our teeth into this piece now that you know what you've got in front of you and what we're going to be doing. So I will see you in the next video.